From Chris, Dear Andrew, I'm 33 years old and have recently had to come to grips with the fact that I may become permanently disabled. I am a type 1 diabetic and have sustained many internal and permanent conditions due to not being diagnosed soon enough. I firmly stand against government assistance, but may have no other choice to support my family without accepting disability benefits. Am I wrong to vehemently oppose social welfare programs as a whole while still accepting benefits? Well, first of all, I'm really sorry this has happened. It sounds incredibly tough. The answer is yes, to an extent. Yes, to an extent. If you are opposed to something, you should only use it if there is no other choice. If the fact that you have lost the argument means that the way that you should have taken has been disbarred, has been barred to you. So for instance, you may be against affirmative action, but when they accept you into Yale, you don't know whether you've been accepted for affirmative action or not, and you're not going to turn it down because it might be affirmative action. You're going to take the acceptance, right? And that's perfectly fair, even if you're against affirmative action. What you have to do is earn your place in Yale. Now that you've got it, you have to earn what you've gotten. But I'm deeply opposed to affirmative action, but I don't blame a guy if he works really hard and doesn't know whether affirmative action was given to him, was used on him or not. If you are against all forms of government assistance, and I'm not, by the way, if you're against all forms of government assistance and you take the government assistance, yeah, I think that's being hypocritical. But you can also change your mind and say, hey, what I'm against is the idea that everybody should pay for everything. In certain emergency situations, the government may be the best person. You might not be a hypocrite if what you think is the church should take care of me when I can't take care of myself, but the church has been disabled by an overweening government. You could make that argument. So that's why I say yes and no. If what you really believe is there should be no government assistance and people should just fend for themselves, then yeah, it's hypocritical to take it. But maybe you should re-examine your beliefs. Maybe you've been too harsh. Maybe, there are other people in a similar situation to you that need the assistance. I am not against social spending. I think social spending has worked out well. I simply think it is a foothold that the left uses to get as much money and power as it can, and that has to be fought against.